Hey guys, hope you are doing well. So after this yesterday huge drop, we can just thinking about what's happened, what was the real cause. So let's figure out, let's look into it, and we will see that also we have some opportunities in these dips. My name is Mike Denkler from CorionX, and I'm bringing you the most important crypto news, technical analysis, altcoin, NFT, DeFi gems to keep you updated and educated. I should state that nothing in this video can be considered as a financial investment advice, so everything just for your education and entertainment purposes only. So guys, smash those like, push the bell and notification, or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Smashing those like is helping out the YouTube algorithm, so appreciate all your likes. So guys, appreciate all your likes. Let's go and check out our favorite bubble charts. Let's see what's happening out there. As we see, the market is bloody red today. A few altcoins dumping really big, like Conflux, Agix, Mina protocol, all those that pumped before, and this is a kind of correction. Bitcoin is down 5%, Ethereum is down 5.3%. So overall the market looks pretty bearish, and maybe we will get further continuation, or before that a rebound can occur anytime. So what's happening on our favorite indicator, the crypto fiat green index? It is at 50, so the investor sentiment is in the neutral zone. So investors are not so greedy anymore, but they are more likely neutral. But overall this is really good after spending more than 1 year in the extreme fear zones. So guys, let's go and check out our first news. Let's see what's happening. Why is Bitcoin price down today? So several things that can cause the Bitcoin price down. Maybe one of the main causes that Silvergate bank liquidity concerns combined with an exchange margin cascade pressuring crypto markets. So also there was some over leveraged long positions, and also Silvergate bank. So there are some main concerns that Silvergate cannot release its reports, and analyzers and also the market participants are already shorting Silvergates. So Silvergates echoes FTX aftermath. So comes in the form of Silvergate bank, banking partner for many of the crypto industry best known names. These have begun reducing or abandoning their partnership with Silvergate amid the possibility that it may be less than well capitalized. Those words came from the bank itself, which is filing to the United States Security and Exchange Commission this week, delayed its annual 10K report. On the back of the move, US exchange Coinbase announced that it has stopped using Silvergate with Crypto.com, the following suit. Stablecoin giant Circle subsequently stated that it was sensitive to the concerns around Silvergate, as was in the process of unwinding certain services with them. So timeline of crypto crash today: Coinbase suspends Silvergate payments, SEC says crypto exchange not safe, Crypto.com suspends Silvergate payments, FTX confirms almost $9 billion US dollar in missing funds, crypto losses 200 million plus in an hour. So what? And also empty GOX, the fear that empty GOX bitcoins will be released. So Silvergate capital dropping almost 60% to all-time lows, and Silvergate going down and exchanges losing their banking doesn't impact Bitcoin, according to Samson Mao. The collapse of fiat banking for exchanges will just mean buying trading goes peer-to-peer, just like in China. There is still a robust peer-to-peer trading ecosystem with exchanges gone. Yeah, but don't forget that one of the biggest peer-to-peer trading platform, local bitcoins, shut it down in the past months. Be your own bank. BTC price already lagged support. Crypto Tony says If we fail to reclaim 23,750 tonight, we are going to dump it for capo and get those shorts moving. If they fail to, then my downside target will be met sooner. What is the downside target? Yeah, so 20,000, almost 20,000 monthly bullish breaker. Buy the dip zone, 20,000 US dollar. So we should not buy the dip yet, but wait for 20,000. Margin call smokes crypto longs. BTC well, no sharp squeeze up, but sharp margin cascade. What led this move is a large Binance spot sale directly into an area of stacked up longs margin calls. So that was a margin calls for some longs, and that was liquidated. And also we see a huge amount of longs, more than 70 million worth of longs have been liquidated. Bybit longs got absolutely smoked, probably a short-term bottom here, according to them. Cool. Next piece of news just related to this. Bitcoin Ether slide on Friday as investors weigh potential fallout from Silvergate woes. So that was just about that the bearish turn could certainly be a delayed reaction to Silvergate's ongoing issues. Okay, halt inactively could have an impact on global crypto liquidity. To start 2023, crypto markets enjoyed a solid rally to 6 months highs following a slowdown in FTX-related contagion, but the Silvergate news has renewed concerns around liquidity and risk, so the contagion is still spreading and causing pain. Crypto market resilience. Overnight, Bitcoin dropped below 23,000, hitting its lowest level in 2 weeks. In the process, traders were hit by millions of long liquidations. The fact that it was a short and sharp dump and that Bitcoin and Ether prices are now bouncing along steadily suggests that the move was largely structural and the market still has considerable resilience. Okay, the Silvergate news is really bad but should not directly affect Bitcoin holdings. Anchon added, it could spook some macro investors, however we could withdraw. No, okay, so we could withdraw and wait for this to blow over. Yeah, cool. Next piece of news is Mt. Gox creditors may finally start seeing their bitcoins this month. Good for them because they are waiting to get their bitcoins more than 8 years now. So Mt. Gox early repayments will start from March 10 with a deadline to be paid out by September 30. The payment will be made in a mix crypto and cash, that is, unless there is another last minute delay. It has stretched on for many more years than anyone expected, and so it will be welcome, I'm sure, by any creditors to finally get paid. So 143 Bitcoin and 143,000 Bitcoin cash, so the same amounts of Bitcoin cash. Payments will be made in mix of crypto, Bitcoin and Bitcoin cash and in fiat money. So Mt. Gox investors can decide if they want to get Bitcoin back or fiat. Cool. Next piece of news is repayment. Mt. Gox bankruptcy repayments unlikely to destabilize Bitcoin, according to UBS. Early adopters are likely to have remained crypto believers, and so they will choose to be paid in Bitcoin and keep it, a report from firm said. So this is UBS, one of the biggest bank in Switzerland. So the early lump sum option with fiat repayments suggests that the exchange would have to sell BTC to raise the requisite cash. Strategist Ivan Kaslovsky and James Malcolm wrote, noting the long-held fear that Mt. Gox redemptions would hurt Bitcoin price. Yeah. Okay. So that amount of Bitcoin represents around 90% of average supply active within the last day and 28% in the last week. New supply could still come to the market, but this is at least implies it would be less concentrated. Yeah, so they are not worrying about this MTGOX release. Coinbase cutting ties with Silvergate forces crypto hedge fund to find a new bank. So that's happened yesterday. Also Silvergate, after a series of lawsuits and investigations against the bank, not helping. So today Silvergate has lost Coinbase, Circle, Paxos, Galaxy, CBOE. So RIP Silvergate, I'm not sure, but we'll see. So digital asset capital management and other companies are going to Swiss banks. Especially Switzerland was one of the first countries to regulate and offer banking licenses to crypto banks. SEBA Bank AG, for example, it's a fully regulated institution that secured a banking and security dealer license from the Swiss Financial Market Supervisory Authority. The other is Signature Bank. While crypto companies have always found it difficult to find a banking partner due to the absence of clear regulations around the market, the Silvergate saga has raised the difficulty level of transferring cash to crypto exchanges. So yeah, so that can be some delays in fiat payments and crypto to fiat payments, but I think overall it will be good for the market. Crypto bank Silvergate downgraded by JP Morgan. Canaccord amid doubts of firm solvency. Okay, so that was maybe coordinated shorting Silvergate, with the company having sold additional securities beyond what was guided as a loss in January-February. This reflects that the company is facing continued liquidity challenges, according to JP Morgan. So yeah, so that should be definitely some liquidity issues because FTX contagious. But overall, this is also that banks should learn the lesson. UK banks HSBC nationwide to ban crypto purchases with credit cards, according to this report. So UK and FSCA don't want you and don't want average Joes to purchase crypto with credit cards. So a step back is a response to warnings by UK regulators and scandals surrounding the crypto industry. Nationwide is reportedly applying daily limits of 5,000 British pounds, almost $6,000 on debit card purchases of crypto assets, while credit cards will no longer be available for crypto transactions. So no credit cards, but debit cards and also limited amounts. So this is not good. But you know, this is how the old system want to stop the new system going viral. But you know, the good will be more in use. The SEC chair Gensler says crypto exchanges may not be qualified custodians. Just because a crypto trading platform claims to be a qualified custodian doesn't mean that it is, told the SEC chair, and this is also one of the reasons that the market damned. As distinct protection rules, he also said crypto exchanges should not be considered safe under those guidelines. Based upon how crypto trading and lending platforms generally operate, investment advisors cannot rely on them today as qualified custodians, Gensler said. To be clear, just because a crypto trading platform claims to be a qualified custodian doesn't mean that it is. The proposal takes up Congress 2010 provision for us to expand the custody rule to cover all of an investor asset, not just their funds and securities. Yeah, so we'll see, but this is not a new thing, but let's them how to obtain for a custodian license, how to qualify for custodians. Bloomberg strategist Mike McGlone warns one catalyst could drive Bitcoin and crypto prices down, not to the upside, but down. Fed tightening despite the risk of recession could be a primary headwind for most risk assets, notably cryptos. Buy and hold investors may warrant some protective insurance for the potential that the bear market isn't over. What if crypto equity haven't seen yet their lows? Crypto and equity price have bounced, which may leave them vulnerable to resuming 2022 downward trajectories. The stock market can be one of the world's most powerful forces when it declines, and Fed tightening amid elevated recession risk are solid headwinds. Risk versus reward could be titling toward responsive, tactically focused sellers with around 25,000 US in Bitcoin marking pivotal resistance. Cryptos need to show sustainable strength amid concerns that the 2022 risk asset lows might not be bottoms. The federal funds rate a year ago was 0 and it's still rising, and markets appear to be underestimating the long and variable lags of monetary policy, which seems ample reasons to be defensive. Our inclination is straightforward. Risk assets need to prove resilience at the start of March, as the federal funds rate was 0 a year ago, as it's approaching 5%. Yeah, so this is one of the threatening of the market. Next, Bitcoin on track to fetch biggest gains over coming months based on metrics, says analyst. Who is that analyst? Invest answers. We might get a positive April or May as we go forward, and again, like anything in any market, things take a breather, but that it's interesting. Also, if you look at the average below, April is 36% return on average over the history of Bitcoin, only beaten by November. Now, the reason I stress that, because you don't get that gainers in April unless you buy in March. If you aren't on the train, you couldn't miss that. And again, I'm just looking at history and explaining how things work. But typically March is the best month to buy, because the next 60 to 90 days you get the biggest gains. So guys, look into biggest gains in April and almost in May and October's, yes. And yeah, I like it. So almost all the April, just exception of last year, was turned green. Okay, so if you try to find the analog of 2023, that would be 2019, and it's off by a month. But if you imagine 2019 was, we had February, March, April, May, June, all positive, a 5 months run of all positive numbers, and it's rare you get that these days, but it could be possible. Most people are buying calls, and the calls they are buying are 25,000 strikes, 27,000 strikes, 30,000 strikes, a little bit of 31 and 32,000 US as well. Heavy bullish action on derivative, crypto options and future exchanges. A lot of money going into these future contracts, and this is out to May 26, 2023. So many believe the next 2 months or 3 months will be pretty good, and that it's in line with the history. Options Q for May deeply bullish. Yes. Next piece of news is top trader predicts Bitcoin eruption after impending fake out. Here is his target. He is CryptoCaleo. Bears are using this lower time frame pullback to try and convince you that we are heading lower, when it's nothing more than a simple breakout retest before continuing to ascend higher. So he says that this is a simple breakout retest. Alright, I feel convicted that I have been incredible too one-sided recently from my lower time frame post. I fully believe 30,000 is a magnet, but I could also see this type of scenario play out along that path if the lows from several days ago are swept. So he sees a retest to 20,000 is still possible before going to 30,000. The important thing I have lost sight of since Bitcoin had its high time frame breakout is the effect it's had on my low time frame bias. Whether the stops are triggered and we retested the high time frame trend one more time near 20,000, or we sent higher from here, the end target of 40,000 doesn't change. Kale also predicting Coinbase shares will skyrocket, reaching more than $400 by June, more than 5x from its current value of $65. SPX on the verge of reclaiming 4,000 after completing a clean retest of higher time frame support. The ascent to 4,300 continues soon. Be more bullish. Cool, guys. The next piece of news is OpenAI launches an API for ChatGPT plus dedicated capacity for enterprises. Okay. Also, we talked about that Hong Kong outlines upcoming crypto licensing regime, and it can lead that Asia can trigger the next bull market. Let's go and check out the Twitter. Definitely follow me at MIKLOS Denkler on Twitter. Also turn on the notifications, follow at Corion platform and laserpunk_gods and NFT Launchpad project, and also just engage in Laserpunk tweets, share and comment and be active. Then if you are active, you will be able to get on the whitelist. Next huge news, just came back from Dubai. That was a huge blockchain conference, and the UAE, there will be a free zone, RAC DAO, and they will help crypto companies with different free things like corporate registrations, office rent and other services, and you can pay in crypto. Give a like and share. Bitcoin 2019 versus Bitcoin 2023 by Crypto Proof. Give a like and share. USDT dominance is facing strong resistance, and BTC is right on the trend line as in 2019 is still possible. Cool. Bitcoin perpetual funding rate turns negative, not good for news for bears. You see that the funding rate is negative, and when it was negative last time, that huge Bitcoin rally continued. Give a like and share. The Dubai Eye is the biggest and the highest ferry wheel in the world. Regulatory crackdown on crypto in the US is ongoing. Silvergate is the next. Yeah, and also a lot of other things that happening with this regulatory crackdown. Also, that could cause the today dump. We could think that February was a bad month in crypto. Not so clear. Check out February was almost a good month. And also ordering a Bitcoin ring just like yours. I made a photo with Da Vinci J15, and he asked that what would you do if you would wake up with 10 Bitcoins in your wallet. Also, yeah, attending on Blockchain Live, also visiting Bybit. And inflation robs you of your time and money and keeps you a slave. This is why we need Bitcoin. Okay. Andre Cronje, the man behind Phantom, just dropped these on YouTube. Why he joined crypto, story of Phantom instead of DeFi. Definitely watch out. And also I was here with Jeremy. What a great panel with Carl and Jeremy. Cool, guys. That's it. Let's go and check out the charts. So the S&P is retesting the trend line and bounced on the trend line, and now it's turning bullish again. but Bitcoin and Ethereum that hasn't made this downward movement like S&P did. But for now, Bitcoin and Ethereum dropped down, and this is how we are in this huge drop. And also I think further downside continuation will happen soon, and we can go as low as 21,400. So guys, be safe and be careful, trade well, and be sure that you are visiting our farms. Provide some liquidity on PancakeSwap or Uniswap. Go to our farm and lock up your LPs and earn a juicy APRs around 100%. So guys, definitely use our farms and earn some yields. So guys, be sure you are following me on Twitter, and also join our Telegram channel and be active as we are releasing some new updates very soon. So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for smashing those likes. See you in the next video. Bye bye.